GameTout! Welcome to GameTout, the show where I talk about video game topics that you want to know. Today's topic. Today, we're going to review the year of 2018 and its ups and its downs. So there's a lot to discuss about in 2018, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So first thing I want to say is, game-wise, I'm just going to jump right into the big one. Game-wise, 2017 had a really good year because Nintendo was like shooting out. They were like, we're gonna, give fans what they want. We're gonna give them the big hitters right away. Problem with that, and I did mention this last year, was because they released a big Zelda, a big Mario game. They had like the Mario Kart to hold us over. They had the Splatoon come out. The Xenoblade. They had a lot of games that came out in a short amount of time. And there were still people complaining, there's not that many games. It's like, did you not see the roster of games that they just did? That was like amazing. So coming into 2018, it was kind of like, ooh, can they keep this up? Because I was thinking like, probably not. And I remember saying the only things that we really had to look forward to were a lot of deluxe versions of games and stuff like that. And that's just the way it had to be because of the way that they released games. It takes 2 to 3 years to make these type of games. So since those particular teams were already releasing games, it's going to take a while for those particular teams to release another game. But in the meantime, there's so many other teams that are working on stuff. We still don't know what Retro is doing or anything like that. So coming to 2018, we got a release of just a lot. It was definitely a weak year for Switch as far as first parties. Third parties, they fell in love with the Switch because of how well it was doing and how convenient it is, and you can tell the Switch is just going to keep on going up. So developer-wise, they're getting people. They're getting developers, and they're like, yeah, this is good, and we're gonna be seeing a lot of games, indie, games that they're rolling out. It's good. I like the third party. It's definitely looking better than 2017. But first party, I want to give it a thumbs down because and all in all, again, there was some good releases, but it was really just hey, they're really just trying to catch up with, all these, time slots. Because again, most of the games came out in 2017. So right now, we're in this period of they're developing stuff. So there's a lot of teams that they outsource to so that they can, work with people to release all these deluxe versions and stuff like that. We even have another new Super Mario Brothers U deluxe version coming out in a week or so, and it's okay, but I want to see new games. I'm excited to see what they can come up with. I know that the Zelda team, there's 2 Zelda teams. There's another Zelda team that's hasn't released anything since Triforce. What was it called? Triforce Heroes. So since they haven't released anything, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a game coming out this next year, which they haven't announced. So is it going to be a Zelda game? Like, are we going to see a, kind of like a Link to the Past type of thing? Are we going to see like a Four Swords online version? Like what are we going to see? I don't know. Zelda Maker. I think we're going to see something in 2018, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have like a direct and sometime in like the beginning or mid of January. So pretty soon we're going to see some rollouts of some new announcements, especially probably in March, because they usually like to push a lot of announcements in March. So we'll definitely be getting a lot of good game announcements. But as far as 2018, we really didn't see a bulk of anything really from first parties until the end of the year. End of the year, we saw the Mario Party. We saw Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, and then we saw, of course, Super Smash Brothers, freaking fantastic game. But again, all those came out at the end of the year because, and while the beginning of the year, like it just, nothing, I don't know, there was nothing there, at least for me. Like, I bought Kirby, but Kirby just, I was kind of disappointed in Kirby. You know, and this is just really quick, I just want to jump into Kirby. I haven't bought a Kirby game in a long time because for me, Kirby has been just too easy. There's not like really a challenge, and I don't really play locally with anybody, so like, to me, Kirby feels like a multiplayer game. If this game would have been an online game, like I can like, you know, play people and we can do the ally thing online, this game would have been awesome. But since I'm only playing one player, trying to, you know, have the 4 people do the stuff, and like, I just didn't really care for it. And plus it was super easy, you know, 100%ed it and it's just like, okay, cool. Really other than that, like, you know, what else came out other than the deluxe versions of like Hyrule Heroes and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which again, if you haven't played that for the Wii U, get it. You know, those games are good. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors yet, but Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze was one of my favorite games on the Wii U. So if you haven't played it, get it. But for me, I already got it, so I'm not gonna, you know, get it again. So as far as the games that came out 2018, I'm definitely gonna put it like at a thumbs down for beginning of the year, and for the end of the year, I thought they did pretty well. But again, it wasn't anywhere close to 2017. 2017 was like fantastic year for Nintendo in my opinion. Yeah, so Sony-wise, they did pretty well. They did some big releases. I just want to throw out Sony. I know you guys are tuning out now. You know, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, like just to name like those 2 ones, like those ones are basically the big hitters as Nintendo had last year with Mario and Zelda. Like those games, like that's really all you need to release, and you're just like, they had a good year, you know? There we go, they had a good year. So I'm definitely gonna give them a 2 thumbs up because they kept things going with all that. Still kind of pissed at them that they're not doing cross-platform and stuff like that, because I would really like to, you know, play some people on Sony that I can play stuff on the Switch with and stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see. Xbox, don't care. I know that they released Sea of Thieves, and that was the only game that I was kind of eyeing. Other than that, I have no interest in Xbox. So moving on. So yeah, so going back to Nintendo, this year in review, like I feel like, again, that if you look at all the other systems and you review, like, you know, how many games and how many, you know, like what decisions that they're making, all in all, I think the Nintendo Switch is doing fantastic. It's doing probably as well as the Wii was doing, except Nintendo was making stupid. Like the Wii had so much potential. It was like, it was coming out and it was just like, this is good. Like they can have their core games and they can have their casual games, but then they totally just went casual. And it was just like, why did you do that? Like Mario Galaxy stuff, you know, there's good games coming out, but they put the dose of casual on it, and it was just like, why are you doing it? Why are you making me waggle my control to make Mario do an extra jump? Like there's no reason. It doesn't engage me into the game anymore, or, you know, anything like that. So like, it's those type of things that are just like, bleh, you know. I know for the Switch they released this year the Nintendo Labo. As I said, you know, when it was first coming out, you know, when they first announced it, I'm like, I mean, it'll do well when it first comes out, like, you know, maybe hit like you know, 1 million sales altogether, like, you know, within those like first couple months. But after that, I don't see it having legs. So like, it's not even probably gonna hit 2 million. I haven't looked at the sales figure, but I'm guessing that's around there, because I heard a lot of like, hey, Labo, woo, cool. Nothing after that. Like seriously, this Christmas holiday season, there was no push for it, because it wasn't like the Wii Sports. It wasn't like Wii Fit. It was there, cardboard, awesome. it was cool concept and stuff like that, but again, nothing to drive that the Nintendo Switch is, this is built for it and stuff like that. So like it's to me, it was like a science project type of thing, but game-wise, it wasn't a game to me, so that's why I didn't get it. So yeah, again, that's cool that that came out. It's something unique, but as far as it driving 2018 to be like, well, nah, I don't know. So again, 2018 was a meh year as terms of first party games, but looking into the future, we have Yoshi. It's coming out probably like it's Yoshi's Craft World, I think it's called. It's coming out in like spring, I want to say. After that, I'm pretty sure 2019 is going to be a good year for Nintendo. The only things that I'm kind of like toggling with, I'm like, I personally don't think Pokemon's coming out next year. I want it to come out next year because I want to see a brand new, like Pokemon that's just like, whoa, look at this. I don't know. Like I just feel like that it's not coming out next year. Metroid, I feel like it's more likely to come out, but at the same time, since we haven't heard anything, and I thought the Video Game Awards, that would have been a good opportunity to at least show a little bit of it, they didn't do it. So it's like, I don't know. Like there's so much question marks, and that's the other thing I wanted to talk about in 2018. 2018, Nintendo's announcements, the way that they do it, like, I don't like the style that they do. Like, I feel like with the Switch, they're turning a new leaf and they're going, hey, we're going to make games that you want. We're gonna make, we're gonna actually make a console that, it's focused for you. I feel like the Wii U is just like, we're doing what we want, I don't care what you think. And it showed, reflecting in the sales. Then if you don't care what we think, then we're not gonna, buy all your software and stuff like that. So that's what happens when you do that. Switch, Zelda, Mario, those games, they were built for the core gamers. It wasn't like really casual. Like Splatoon, like I really felt like they went really into like, hey, yeah, let's make it like for the games. Let's look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That game is like for hardcore players. Like that, like I feel like, people can still pick it up and do that, but it's made for core. It doesn't like handheld hold you like the entire way or anything like that. So like I feel like Nintendo's really going into that type of focus, which is amazing. But when they do announcements and stuff like that, they're still just behind the curve. Like they don't make things a big deal. When they announce a game, like Metroid was a perfect example. They did it in the excellent spot and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, they'll show a game and it's buried within like the direct. They don't make it a big deal. It's just like, hey, by the way, this game's coming out. All right, next game. Hey, look at this, and it's like, you really didn't even have there was no we didn't even have like a chance to react or anything like that. Like I felt like all year that's basically how it was. Like the only big surprise kind of thing that they showed last year, or 2018, was Super Smash Brothers. Like Super Smash Brothers was the only game that they were like, hey, this is coming out. Other than that, I was like, I kind of had to dig and go, oh crap, they showed Yoshi. I didn't even know because it was buried. So it's like come on, Nintendo. Like that's the one thing I want them to do. I want them to focus and actually surprise us with, you don't have to show a game when it's like, okay, it's coming out in 3 months. Get us excited. Show us like a year later and show us games that are coming out in 2020. 2020. Show us those so that we can get excited for 2020. Like in 2018, they should have been showing a whole bunch of games going, this is what's coming out in 2019. Because currently right now, I'm just going, Yoshi, maybe Bayonetta 3, maybe Animal Crossing, maybe Pokemon, maybe, you know, and like, it's those announcements, like they did those ones, great. It's awesome. Like, to continue doing that, but like they didn't really show like, hey, this is the lineup to 2019. I just kind of know that it's gonna be a good year just because of the gap that there was with the 2018, which again, I told you guys that in 2017. Like it's just how video game design works. Like it takes a while to make those types of games. So I'm hoping that they'll, you know, transition better next year, because the advertising, in my opinion, it's been like, or announcements, like announcing wise, like it's been really piss poor in my opinion. But as far as the Switch, it's been doing well, and I like it. Last thing I wanted to talk about before I cut out, I wanted to talk about the new Nintendo Online system that was released this year. So that was another thing that they were hyping up for a long time. Finally came out in 2018, and what it done, it was, bam. Wow. What else can I say of, like, you know, again, with all the Nintendo things that they do that are like going forward and going like, hey, Nintendo's actually, you know, responding, thinking about the people. Then they have like, oh, we don't do voice chat. Oh no, we don't do virtual console. Oh no, we're not gonna do like a achievement system. Like, can you imagine if they would have just put achievements, like in those NES games that they're releasing? If they would have put achievements, like, hey, if you could do this, or hey, find the hidden Easter egg in each level of Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers 3. You know how many people would have actually played these things and like were like, you know, trying to compete and going like, oh, you know, you look through your friends' things and look at their achievements and stuff like that. Like just stuff like that gets them more engaged, to play. And I don't know. I think it was just like, I felt like there was nothing that happened during this online system. Like it was just like, cool. Thank you, I guess. Here's $20. I don't know. I hope that they make some improvements in the next year, because to me that was just it was just fail all around. Especially with the voice chat. Just Nintendo, get your head out of your ass and just let us play. And stop parental controlling us. Just please. Let us do what we want. We're giving you money! Just let us do what we want. Anyways, so all in all, 2018, I am going to give it a 5.6. I know, that's kind of harsh, but in my opinion, I didn't really get too excited about the Switch until the last 3 months of this year. Again, a lot of games to hold me over, so I was definitely playing the Switch in the very beginning of the year. And then my Switch was collecting dust for a little bit. And then again, it wasn't until like September, October where it was just like, oh yeah, I have a Switch. So my opinion, that's where my score is. What do you guys think? I know that was really harsh because I'm a Nintendo fan, a Nintendo fanboy, and you guys are probably gonna be like, oh God, what, this guy just hates on like Nintendo. No, I don't. I love Nintendo. But what do you guys think? Do you think this was a good year for Nintendo? What about in a whole, like, you know, Nintendo and third parties? Like, what did you think of the year review of Nintendo? Like, just let me know in the comments and see if, you know, if I missed, you know, maybe I'm just blind and I just like, maybe it was a good year and I, you know, just didn't do my research well enough. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next year. I'll probably do a video maybe in 2019 to kind of go, hey, this is what I'm excited for in 2019. But until then, I'll see you guys next time for another GameTout. Later.